Welcome to the Tom Bernard Show with the family and
co-host Kathryn Brandt.
Andy Brandt Bernard.
And Costaki Econompoulos.
look at that, huh?
Have you
See?
recovered from your travels?
Oh yeah. I had a nice week. I had lots of kid time before and after Thursday.
Nice.
And then Thursday I went for the very non-traditional Thanksgiving day for me.
Oh.
I went to Cosm, this
Awesome.
fantastic place to watch football, to see the Packers beat the Lions on Thanksgiving morning here in Los Angeles.
Nice.
I was wearing my Packers shirt with my Packer friend, and then I walked. She had to go to a dinner with another friend, and I walked from there to the Tangent property, which is my favorite poker room.
Oh, there you go.
And I had my beer buzz from my football game and my wins, and and then I won a couple of like gigantic hands, and then before I knew it, my local casino was delivering free Thanksgiving dinners with all the trimmings to the
Really?
gamblers in the room.
Nice.
Yeah, it was ridiculous, non-traditional, good fun. I enjoyed it.
It is terrific running into something like that. So that's totally new, huh?
Yeah, the Cosm place it's so cool. It's like, the Sphere in Vegas, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I've not been there, but it's like a mini Sphere. It's sort of
A mini sphere. Okay.
It's like IMAX meets the planetarium. You're in a dome. It's like a rounded screen, and it's so beautiful, and it's such a great spot for watching football.
That is the ticket. Oh, Andy, I got 1 second here. Well, Kostaki's going to be on a little longer today anyway. Somebody just sent me a message. They wanted you to check out and see. There's a rumor there that our governor, Tim Walz, is going to be indicted because of a $1 billion money fraud, the money being sent to Somalia.
What?
Uh-huh.
Are they really going to do something about it?
No, they won't do anything.
Well, that's what this guy says. That's exactly what they're going to do.
Nothing ever happens.
Yeah.
So what do you got, Andy? Anything like that?
People are... There's been a scandal, and people are accusing him and so forth, but hasn't been an
Yes.
indictment yet.
Not
There's-
an indictment yet, no. But
Well,
yeah.
there's no way in hell that almost billions of dollars can be fraudulently obtained by the same groups of people
Yeah.
for 15 years in every single category that is supposed to help the most vulnerable people in the state of
Right.
Minnesota without Tim Walz
Something
being
about
told.
it. Yeah.
The
Someone
Department
knew
of Human Services has been telling him this for years and years, and he has either ignored it or retaliated against the whistleblowers. No, this is all truth. This is all truth. I mean, it's
Treasury
not
Department-
even funny anymore.
The Treasury Department has opened an investigation into the allegations, so I guess we'll see.
It got
Yeah.
a lot more serious
Yeah,
today.
if the feds don't step into Minnesota and shake every money tree,
Yeah, for
A
real.
lot of
it
them.
is going to be a very sad outcome for Minnesota.
Most people
mean-
don't know how corrupt Minnesota is.
They don't.
No.
That's true.
Because it's like we're just like, this snowy nowhere, we're just like basically Canada's junior.
Yeah,
So
we're
it's
just
like
all so
here.
nice. We would never do
Yeah,
this.
the Minnesota nice, and we're all too busy, just hunting
This
deer and
is
making
exactly what
snowmen.
happens when you have a uniparty that doesn't have any opposition or any accountability whatsoever. It's a bad
Yep.
idea for every state and every system. You have to have somebody else looking at it. Otherwise, you're going to get
Yep.
away with murder every time.
It's true. Well, there you go. Okay, where are the laughs now, Kostaki?
Yeah.
There you go.
There's a pro transition right there.
Right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. That's huge news for
And
us.
now,
though, Kostaki.
comedy.
I mean, that is huge news. We couldn't just pass on that news.
Oh no, I hear you.
$1 billion to Somalia alone. That's a lot
Well,
of money.
One more little rant. Okay, so Walz is running
time.
again. Okay, he just pissed away $18 billion of a surplus
Yep.
18 billion he pissed away as a surplus. Now we're in a $6 billion deficit. They're closing schools because they can't service the schools because Minnesota is now broke.
Yep.
And he's running again?
I know. It's
I would have
He's
the
like,
hardest
I'm
time
Greek, don't talk to me
understanding.
about fiscal irresponsibility.
yeah, there you go.
I don't understand. It's like Gavin Newsom. There's a lot of skeletons in that administration that are just
yeah.
starting to come out. And they just are like, la-ti-da, I'm wonderful, keep voting for me. I would be laying awake at night terrified.
That you're going to prison?
If I was any of these people, I couldn't live with myself. There's no way. That they don't seem to care. It's a very interesting mental state of mind. I don't understand it.
That's a good point, Kathryn. I think that all the time about people. I mean, even little things, little teeny tiny things in my life. I feel guilty about, or
Yeah.
I wish I had done
Yeah,
that.
I know.
I have trouble sleeping sometimes. You know, I
Yeah.
got conflict with the baby mama about the schedule, and I'm flopping around. How do you sleep if you've got,
They have no souls.
you know,
They just-
if there's
that's
millions of dollars being transferred through some shady backdoor
I
you
mean,
know,
Well,
I
it's
don't
like even if you
Seriously
don't
hurting
have like
people.
if you don't morally care that it's happening, wouldn't you just be constantly worried about getting caught?
right.
Well,
know,
that's
They're catch me. They're going to catch me. I did something wrong. Oh, I slipped up that one day, and that's going to be the crucial piece of evidence that they're going to track me down with.
well, the thing that Minnesota DFL, they call them Democratic Farmer Laborers.
Yep.
That's our Democrat contingency in politics. They have had control of everything now for 20 years.
Yep.
And what the Democrats do that the Republicans do not do is they lock arms and they will back each other up to
Yep.
the end of the earth. They just don't yield. And Republicans are busy infighting all the time about everything.
Right.
Whereas the Democratic Party is just like, we don't care if this person is a frickin' activist that wants to burn down everything. They're part of our team and we are going to protect them. That's what they do. And it's very effective. If any other party is going to be effective, they have to do the same thing.
Like we got a person in the chat who calls himself Zatoichi. You can shake no hand when your fist is clenched. We had a monk in our listeners.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a monk listener. I like that. That works. Good point, though. Yeah, it's really unfortunate that you're just, trying to do maybe an entertainment program, an informant program, whatever. But the news is just, my God, that is unbelievable.
Well,
It's-
walking around Florida, it's like, hey, where are you from? Minnesota. What the hell's happening in Minnesota? I mean, it's making
Yep.
global news.
It
The
is.
amount of fraud is now globally
Yep.
recognized, and
Yeah,
they still want to run.
You know you're in trouble when Florida is like, what's the matter with your state?
Exactly. It's like, what is happening up there? It's crazy.
You know what's great about that, though, is I am one of the luckiest people on earth as far as that's concerned. Because being a little boy on Plymouth Avenue in North Minneapolis, I think I brought this up to you before, but walking along, and there were three guys standing there on the sidewalk talking. And one of them was the mayor of Minneapolis. This is in early 50s, I guess it would be, mid 50s. The mayor's standing there, and he's talking to another guy who is the wealthiest man in all of Minnesota. That would be Carl Pohlad. The Pohlad family still owns the Minnesota Twins. And the third guy talking, so it's the mayor. It's the wealthiest guy in the state, or if not the wealthiest, one of the wealthiest people in the state. And who was the third guy talking to him?
Has to be a politician.
The head of the mafia.
Oh, well,
Sort
it
of
is a politician. Yeah, they are politicians.
Yeah, they're politicians. That's
Former
exactly
Totally
right.
politicians.
But in ways, I feel lucky to have grown up like that. I mean, a little boy, 5, 6, 7 years old, seeing that kind of thing and actually knowing what it meant, for those three to be saying. And I'm not saying anything went, down the wrong pipe or anything bad happened, but
I
it
think
was
Carl
a coincidence.
Pohlad was trying to tell him to stop being in the mafia and
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was.
go
Absolutely.
become a priest. I think that's what he
No,
was saying.
I'm a big believer in trust but verify.
That's exactly it. But I don't know. Is the world as goofy where you are now?
He's in L.A.
LA.
Yeah, of course.
Well, I know, but I mean, you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got plenty to
You
work
got it.
on and worry about here for sure.
Yes.
Do you spend pretty much all your time in LA when you're not
No.
on the road?
Yeah, I mean it's home for now. At some point we might move, but it's home for now. But I'm on the road, and when I'm on the road, it's almost always the Midwest. So
Yeah.
Yep.
whatever that is, 85 days a year, I'm running around telling jokes in Middle America. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
that makes sense.
Don't come here now because we got 8 inches of snow the other day and it's snowing right now.
Yeah, but it's 19 degrees, so that's good.
Yeah, it is 19 degrees. We got double-digit degrees going.
Exactly.
Of course, tomorrow night it's going to drop down to -6, I believe.
Oh, no, thank you.
In early December?
Yeah.
Yeah, very
Well, they're
early
due. They're due
December.
for a wicked winter. Man. Had 2 mild ones. You're due.
We got
I
-3
like
and
Minnesota,
-4.
but the winters.
Saturday it's 1. Yeah, we got some lows coming.
I've been to the pool twice the last few days here. In LA.
There
saying.
you go.
Just saying.
There you go.
Our pools are currently skateboard half pipes.
They've all been closed since Labor Day.
that
Yeah,
right?
they closed the pools in like mid-September here.
Yeah, they do.
Ridiculous.
Yep, they do.
Well, that was my complaint about New York, which I like New York, but the climate
too.
is so terrible. I
Yeah.
mean, as early as September, I would put my bike away and I wouldn't see it till
Yeah.
May. And it's not that the winters were so brutal in New York; it's that they were so long. I mean, it was just gray and
And New York gets a lot of
Rainy.
snow.
yeah, and even when it's not snowing, it's just like it's 42 and wet.
Dank.
Like it's
Yeah.
just like ugh.
Yeah.
It's just
Dank.
the skies are gray all the time, and after snows are beautiful because sort of makes the city look clean for a second.
Yeah, that's true.
Can't
Yeah.
tell
Till it
Yeah.
turns to
Covered in
till
snow.
it turns to black slush.
Then it's black sludge.
Even worse.
And you're wearing boots, and you're waiting for the subway to go make $25 to tell
Yep.
jokes to non-native English speakers. You're like, what am I doing with my life?
Proud of yourself, are you?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, very good. Very good. No question about it. What the hell?
So I'm a Florida boy. I grew up in Georgia. I spent lots of vacation time in Florida. I went to college briefly in Florida. I'll retire in Florida eventually, and I love California climate too. It's really nice.
Oh,
here.
yeah, the
Yeah.
climate's great.
That's the best thing about California, arguably. The climate's it's just always nice.
It really is, and even though I kind of grew up with that Georgia, Florida climate,
right.
I have to say the non-humidity, deserty
Yeah.
version
Yeah.
that California has is pretty great.
Oh, yeah. It
It's
is.
cool at night, and then it's 73 during the day, and it's
Yeah, Florida's hot
Yeah.
at night, hot and humid in the morning, and hot and humid when you go to bed.
Only
Right.
in the summer.
I don't know. Even in like October, it's still like 80 degrees and 60% humidity.
Yeah.
the
October's
humidity's
wonderful
tough.
down here.
I like warm at night personally. I wear
Yeah.
Tevas and
Yeah.
flip flops. You go out at night and it's still 78 degrees. I like that.
Yep.
1 month when I was living in St. Paul, I accidentally left my window open for a month in January, and I didn't notice because I was just like, "Oh, it's so cozy at night now. I wonder what happened." 'Cause I love a freezing cold bedroom.
Oh,
Yeah.
not me.
Get my bedroom frigid and give me a whole bunch of blankets. It's the best thing.
Oh,
That's weird.
I just sweat under the blankets.
Yep.
Well, that's why you keep it cold in there.
Yeah, I hear you.
You can't sweat if it's 30 degrees in your room.
But then if I'm sweaty, then I get up to pee. Now I'm freezing.
Oh, God.
Transitional
Oh,
period.
yeah.
It's a
That is-
cavalcade.
Oh, yeah.
No. Now I got a whole. Now I'm sneezing. It's this whole mess. It's no good.
It's not going well. It doesn't sound like things are going well at the house. Freezing,
No,
Whatever.
it's easy here. I'm in an old building that has kind of like New York. It's got like a New York furnace kind of deal. Like it's literally like a dial
The
to
boiler?
turn the heat on or not.
Yeah.
That's free from the basement.
Mm-hmm.
Which I dig. You just have a little bit on and have the window open, and it's nice.
Yeah, I understand that, no doubt about it. But
And I've got an air, like a a freestanding air conditioning unit that I use in case of emergency heat, but
Yeah, that you have to exhaust out of like a window with a hose.
yeah, right.
Yep.
But I usually don't use it. Like usually a year goes by and I'm like, oh, I didn't use it the whole summer. Like the climate is so good, I don't almost never need heat or air. It's kind of
Yeah.
amazing.
And
Heat
it's
or air,
literally
well,
the exact opposite. You always need either heat or air.
Yeah,
Right.
you do.
Yeah, and it's true
Yep.
in most of the other places. Certainly in Florida. I don't know. I mean, my grandparents lived there before air conditioning. I don't know how that's
Oh,
possible.
How did
I have
they
no
do
idea.
it?
In Pompano Beach before air conditioning? Are you kidding me? Oof.
Oh, man.
Yeah, for real. Just pouring
Toasty.
water all over yourself all day to keep from overheating.
Right.
Well, it's like in England. Every year, every summer, they have this heat wave. And because no one has air conditioning in England, and because it's so unusual for England to get above 70 degrees, they have this like week of 90, and like 10,000 old people die.
Right.
And it's just like, yeah, when you're not used to that sort of thing, it kills you.
I get it. I totally get it. And here in LA, our version of that is the road is slightly wet from rain, and everyone freaks out.
Yep.
There's traffic for miles.
Mm-hmm.
We're not used to rain. That's how soft we are about the climate in Los
Yeah.
Angeles.
Well, there you go. Now, I do have to ask you a sports question,
All right.
No.
because I don't think this has ever happened to me before. I don't ever remember it happening before. But after the games on Sunday, yesterday, Monday, pops on, and they put up all the scores all together up on this billboard. I can't remember what channel it was on. I think it might have been Netflix, maybe. I think they're an NFL channel, aren't they? It was one of the NFL
Yeah,
channels.
yeah, they're one of them. Yeah.
They put up the scores from all of the games in the NFL. On that scoreboard were all the numbers for all the games. If you lost 32-21, that's what showed up and all the rest of it. All of the scores from all of the games are up. And I look and I went, this cannot be true. There was 1-0 on the board.
I was just gonna say you saw a 0.
1-0 on of all these hundreds of numbers.
Yeah, that's
there's
right.
1-0.
There was another stat that I saw. It's been like 3 decades or something since they had a 0.
Yes. Oh, yes. Absolutely.
They had like a good run without the
Really?
zeros.
Not
it's
a
over,
single game with a 0 for 3 decades?
Tom. That can't be right.
There's no way that's right.
But
might be.
It was some
Might be right.
it was some stat where I was like, wow, that surprises me they've had such a good run until now. You know,
Yeah, no,
0.
Last couple of years, not too great, but you know.
I think they should just have casting calls at Vikings games for quarterbacks.
Oh man,
Let's bring in a new one.
It's tough out there.
Just keep on bringing them in.
What is
That's
that? Our
the good-
fourth quarterback? I think
That's
it
the
was.
good news, Tom. There's no quarterback controversy after
Well,
this.
that's true.
Well, I found it wasn't 30 years, but it was 18.
18.
Well,
That's
most
astounding,
recent-
right?
Most recent shutout loss was November 11th, 2007. 34-0 to the Packers.
That's kind of amazing that you could go 18 years
Yeah.
without being shut out.
Isn't
Who was the team?
The Packers.
The Packers lost.
No.
No, beat the Vikings.
I'll beat the
And it was
Vikings.
the worst shutout. It was 34-0 back then.
Oh, 34. That hurts extra.
That's a pretty bad shutout.
Whoops. Yeah, the Packers have always been the thorn in our side. There's no question about that.
Oh,
Yeah.
no. They've always been so smug.
Yeah, well,
We have several Packers fans in our audience, and they like to talk about every time the Vikings suck, which is all the time.
all the time, pretty much.
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yeah. But
Well-
but they hate the Bears even more than you guys.
Oh God, yes.
And the Bears
What-
are doing well this year, right?
The Bears are really good.
Yeah, they're
That's
doing
kind of
great.
a surprise. Yeah. When we were in Lambeau for the draft last year, the Packers fans, they're like, they're Wisconsin nice. Everyone is so nice. They were welcoming to all the incoming visitors and different
Right.
jerseys. They're curious. They're playful about it. But every time there was a mention of the Bears, like coming up after the break, Bears are on the clock. The whole crowd, as far as the eyes and ears could see, would go, "Bears still suck." It was really fun. I really enjoyed that.
Well, here's an
like
interesting
that.
fact for you. The worst shutout in Vikings history was 38-0. 1975 versus the Atlanta Falcons.
Man,
Oh, there you go, the
You
Falcons.
shut us out worse than anyone ever has.
what year? 75. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
that was 50 years ago.
50 years ago.
It's been a while since that game.
That's been a while. Goodness.
And now I'm going to find a list of the worst Falcons shutouts. Let's see.
Oh, that's
Here it comes, pal.
Salt in wounds.
Totally
Here it
fair.
comes.
Oh, yeah, we're doing us. Now it's your turn. That's how it
true.
works,
Pay the
right?
price.
Fair.
Gotta pay the price. It's just how it is.
Unbelievable how much we suck.
yeah. My team sucks too. I think they should just try something else. Maybe they'll be good at basketball or some kind of
Hockey?
a craft,
I don't know.
some kind.
No, your worst blowout was also 0-38.
Oh.
But it was only 10 years ago versus the Panthers.
Versus the Panthers.
We lost this year 33-0, I think, to the Panthers.
Oh, really?
30-0, something like that.
Jesus.
That's painful.
Yeah, my team's not good. Thank goodness for the Red Zone channel. Watching Falcons Jets this weekend would have been cruel, unusual punishment. I was just watching all the games, and then they would just show little moments of Falcons here and there.
I understand, but let me ask you a question, though, because you've had a couple of teams that have done very, very well. There's no question about that. Whereas Minnesota has never won a Super Bowl. Been to 4 of them, but never won a Super Bowl in their entire history.
I mean, at this point, there's every reason to believe the Vikings are going to be terrible for 4 more years. Right?
Sure looks like it.
They don't have a quarterback, and
Nope.
the other 3 teams around them in the division have gotten really good.
Yep.
They're in trouble, man. They're gonna struggle for a while.
No doubt about it, unfortunately.
What
this
do you
is
do if you're the
life.
king of this ship? With the quarter? What do? You bring in somebody to compete with McCarthy next year?
I guess.
If
I
it were
mean,
me, I'd fire everybody and start all over. I mean, why not?
just get rid of everyone.
I would get rid of everybody. Sorry. It's got to be something going on with the coaching. There has to be. Right?
He's not responding.
Yeah, I mean,
And
yes,
for
that's
so
a
many
good
years
point.
to suck, there's got to be something going on.
But this current, the main at least top few problems right now is the quarterback situation, and that's a general manager problem.
Fire
right?
him too.
Right. Because they had 2
They
good
all gotta go.
quarterbacks on the roster last year, and they let them both go.
Yeah.
And then they came into this year with a young, unproven kid and an old veteran who played pretty well when he was in there. Wentz did pretty well, but he got hurt. And then you have nothing left. And
Yeah.
when McCarthy struggles, you're toast. There's nothing. There's no one to turn to. It's a tough situation. And the Falcons actually have a very similar problem because we have a young, unproven quarterback who has just torn his ACL and will be out for 10, 12 months.
Oh, God.
And what do you do with that? I mean, again, you have to pray you can find a Daniel Jones situation where you bring in sort of a savvy veteran and hope he elevates. I don't know.
think that's
It's
about
tough.
it.
It's in football, if you don't have a top 12, 14 quarterback, you ain't going to the Super Bowl. It's not even on the menu.
Yep.
So you got to get that sorted. And your team and my team are both completely unsorted in that area.
I've been told to kind of correct myself. So the list I found was just regular season games. But we did get blown out even worse once in the postseason. And Dave just put it right up there. 41-0.
Oh, ouch.
This is a playoff game?
Oh,
NFC Championship, yeah. So
that's
pretty late, too.
Oh, my
That
God.
sucks so bad.
41-0. That's got to be one of the worst postseason
How can
blowouts
you
ever,
even-
right?
Yeah. How do you show your
Let's
face
see.
again? I mean, I just
right.
don't
Because
know.
then, I mean, everyone involved is presumably in the top 43% of the field, right?
It's just
You shouldn't have
Biggest
blowouts like
blowouts?
that.
in NFL playoff history.
Nice.
Looks like the worst one is 62-7. So
what year was that?
Jaguars Dolphins in 2000. 55 point
that's
difference.
somewhat recently. When you said it, I was like,
55
that's.
difference.
I imagine that game happening in black and white. That was.
Most of these were in the 90s and 80s. But yeah, 41-0 is the 6th worst blowout in playoff history. So, hey.
We're
Well,
so proud.
we have something to work towards.
Not having that happen again.
I guess we shall see.
The Falcons say they're building a culture, and based on the results, I'd say it's yogurt.
It could be all sorts. It could
like
be E.
that.
coli, chlamydia, you know. It's,
Yeah, right.
Any of those.
Sourdough.
I think it's a Greek yogurt. There's a bitter taste.
You know, Kostaki, one thing that's very, very tough, and it just dawned on me just now, talking about sports the last couple of years for me has been very difficult because I don't know anything really about hockey. There was not a lot of hockey in North Minneapolis, and the basketball team, you know, they're pretty good, not great or whatever, but these two teams, the Vikings and the Twins, getting crushed the way they've been crushed.
Yes.
I don't know. I am assuming that I'm projecting a less, hey, this is great, you know, like happiness or anger or whatever about it. I just don't even have that now because they're so horrible.
You know, I had this same thought on Thursday because my friend, it's a long explanation, but she has a tradition of spending time by herself on Thanksgiving, and I was free, and she's a big Packers fan, and so last year we went to Cosm and had this cool experience. So we did it again this year. I got to tell you, Tom, wearing a Packers shirt and being in a public place, having beers, rooting for a good football team, it was so fun.
Can you imagine? Can
Yeah,
you
like-
imagine?
Like, why do we have to be stuck with these horrific teams? We don't have to. We could at least have a second favorite team that you pick on purpose because they're good
Yeah,
and fun
yeah.
and you like the players and the coach or whatever.
Yep.
Like, I'm definitely going to allow myself to enjoy rooting for, whatever. The Bears
Somebody.
are fun this year. I've liked the Chiefs for the last decade or so. I think Mahomes is just a pleasure to watch. Like, that's been kind of my second favorite team the last 10 years or so. And it's way more fun to watch that team. They're good at football.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Pick another team. That's my suggestion.
Well, the
Gotta
thing is,
have
like,
another team.
if you average every team out over the last 30 years, like, what percentage of the time does the best one win? Because it's not that high. Most years, you're going to be
Probably not.
disappointed, right? So that's the thing about
Yeah.
like even like when the Patriots were dominating everything, they were still only winning like half the time for a while there.
Right. Yeah, that's about
Well,
right.
it's like even at the very height of NFL winning, you're still going to be disappointed half the time if
sure.
all you care about is winning the Super Bowl. So it's
Right.
like, I don't
Right.
know.
Yeah, I read one of these. This is getting too much detail, but when I wrote my master's thesis, it was a communication thing that was about the influence of satire and our feelings about government, and I went on these crazy deep dives about psychology and the way that words work and advertising and all these things about does messaging actually change our feelings about things. And I stumbled
Absolutely.
into some articles at the time about sports fandom, and all of them said that it's a net loss for you psychologically. I mean,
Yeah,
take
absolutely.
Yep.
take the NFL. It's got 32 teams. The chances of your team winning the Super Bowl, even if your team is average, are 1 in 32. So you're almost always disappointed at the end of the season. And even when your team wins, you're happy for a month, and then you go right back to, well, what's going to happen next year? Know, and invariably, and even if your team has a really good run, usually they lose in January somewhere along the line, and then you're like, oh man, it's with that knowledge, I've definitely tried to care less about the outcomes and just enjoy.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, it's about the game.
And for me, I like the process of having the thing and going and I like all the details, the fantasy implications, and you play a pick'em game, and you call your friend and give him a hard time because the Cowboys sucked again. Whatever. It's all
Right.
all that stuff to me is the best part of being a football fan. It's not the outcome of the Falcons game. Then you would have to kill yourself if that was the only thing you cared about.
Right.
It's just
Well, it'd be kind of like not watching movies because every movie ends. So it's like, oh, the good times are over, movie's over. What was the point of the whole thing?
I remember that as a kid. I would if I occasionally would really love a movie, I was so sad when it was over because I enjoyed the experience so much. I cried at the end of the Muppet movie when I was a kid. It was just like it was such a pleasure, and I'll never get to see it for the first time again.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
sports, it's like what's happening with baseball. I think there's a lot of apathy happening. And it's like if your team never, in all sports, if your team never, ever, ever wins or is just terrible all the time, you just, at some point, you just have to get apathetic.
Yeah, you just clock out of it.
And then also, major sports franchises have decided to go into politics.
Yeah.
Right.
And there's
Including the
all
Vikings,
so
by
many
the way.
bad decisions to try to make this game fun and approachable
Right.
for everybody, and they're so expensive. And now it's really hard to figure out how to even watch a game because you have to have 6 different streaming services to watch a game. They're making it as difficult
Amen
as
on that.
possible to
Yep.
be a fan.
And it's
They
like,
should be making it easier to be a fan and enjoy yourself.
But here's
No
something
one-
that I would say. I would say I had this conversation with Chris Bowers. I don't know if you know him. He's a comic. He grew up in the Cincinnati area. He's been a Bengals fan his whole life. And he called me last year and he goes, "I'm done, dude. I can't do it anymore. I can't root for this shitty team. They just."
Yeah.
I go, if I was in a relationship like this, all of my friends would tell me to break up with her.
Yeah, it's an
you know,
abusive relationship.
Yeah.
I'm miserable all the time. And I gave him a whole speech back. I go, look, what you have to do is embrace the story of the NFL.
Right. Yeah.
The NFL is a beautifully run show. It's so great. The way that they cover it on television is so beautifully done. You could sit on your couch and just love watching the NFL. You got to care a little bit less about your team. You got to get a dynasty team. You got to get a fantasy team. You got to get a pick'em league. You got to find the stories of the NFL. And this player goes here and breaks his leg, and this coach was, left for dead, and then took this team to the championship. There's so many great storylines. You just have to disengage a little bit from your crummy team because the rest of it,
Well, thank you.
the rest of it is a beautiful story. I mean,
It is.
the Bears being good, and that I don't know if you saw the clips of that coach in the locker room this weekend.
I didn't.
It was so cool. For some reason, there was a local hot dog chain in Chicago that offered free hot dogs to everyone if the coach would take off his shirt, and it became like a running joke. And occasionally the reporters would ask him about this, and he kind of blew it off. And then after this game where they just had this tremendous win, there's a clip of him in the locker room, and he's like, all the guys are going crazy, and he just pulls his shirt off, and the place goes bananas. And they do a chant together, and there's these big, huge black guys and little skinny white coaches, and it's a beautiful scene. So those are the kind of things that, to me, make the NFL magical. And
Yep.
I can't be sitting around moping that the Falcons lost to the Jets. I can't care about that too much. There's so much other interesting stuff happening if you embrace the big story of the league. So that's the way I do it.
no one goes to a Harlem Globetrotters game wondering who's going to win.
That's true.
They go for the love of the game,
Go
and
for
that's
the
how you have
show.
to. That's how you have to treat it.
Yeah.
I agree with that completely. Kostaki, always great talking to you, Pally. We
You
covered
guys
a
are
lot of
awesome.
things today.
Yeah, we just meandered around talking
that.
football and
No,
whatnot.
why not?
Can I get out on a couple of silly jokes about Max Brosner? That's fun.
Oh, Max, your buddy.
He's kind of slight, right? So every time I saw him on the Red Zone channel, he was getting thrown down. This guy took more hits than Cheech and Chong, everybody. That's a lot.
See?
The
Geef
Beatles
joke.
had fewer hits. It was a He's like a punching bag in a Rocky montage. All right, here's the closer. He was like a penis pinata at a lesbian party.
Oh,
Took a lot of hits, you see.
yes, I think
All
that's,
right.
that's very true, no question. But
You guys are awesome. Don't worry so much about the Vikings. Enjoy the big picture.
I agree, Pally. Thanks a lot.
See you guys.
Talk to you later.
Bye.
Kostaki Econompoulos, quick
Sage
snaps.
advice.
Oh, I'm trying to do the info.
Sage
Tramples
advice.
It, tramples it, you know. I try to get it in.
But it's not even quick snaps anymore.
No.
Oh, it's not anymore?
It's all pro lines, right?
Yeah, he
All pro
rebranded.
lines? Oh, I didn't. Nobody told me that. Well, now I know that. That's good. Kostaki Econompoulos and all pro lines. Is that what it was?
Pretty sure. That's like his, it's a thing he does on Twitter, I believe.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Someone in the chat will correct us, I'm sure. We have,
No
we have
lives.
social media active chatters. I am not
Yes.
a
Right.
social media active person.
There's no live spot in the first break, right?
Yeah, it's an
there is?
ABC2, number 2.
An ABC 2?
NABC
Yeah.
number 2.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
two.
So I do have a live spot in every break then.
Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Thank you. Okay, we'll be right back. From Bradshaw and Bryant, Michael Bryant. What's up, Pally?
Oh, not much. Doing my usual thing of telling people they shouldn't be texting and driving. In Minnesota, you can't have your phone in your hands. You can use, hands free, but you can't have your phone in your hands for whatever reason. And that's why they made the law the way they did, so that police officers could see a phone in your hand and you got no excuse for why you got it there.
Do people know that that's the law?
I hope so. I mean, they used to follow it, and then kind of COVID kind of made people forget. And now it's like a freewheeling world out there with cell phones.
Let's say you get pulled over because you do have a phone in your hand and you're not watching where you're going. You got to be in pretty big trouble then, I would guess.
Well, the first one's not as bad. It's the multiple ones, the problem. And once people start stacking them up, then they have a big problem. And then what we're doing in car accidents is we've started bringing motions for punitive damages, because I'm trying to use the civil law any way we can to stop this, because it needs to stop.
Whenever I'd had any problems in my life, who was that I called again? It was like an MB, something like that.
Bradshaw and Bryant.
There it is. Like, I got to mention this before you move on to the Bilski spot. But Michael Bryant, attorney Michael Bryant's been a good friend for many, many years. He sent me some messages on Thanksgiving Day. It was just, Michael, I wanted the people to hear just beautiful.
Yeah, me too, actually.
You got them too, Andy?
Yeah,
Isn't that great? It was just beautiful, right?
it was. I don't think anyone's ever sent me a message telling me they are so thankful that I'm in their life before.
I know.
Especially who I am.
There you go. Yeah, absolutely.
Just doing some late night thinking.
Yeah, I think so. It was great, though, so thank you. Let me tell you about my bank. That'd be North American Banking Company. When it comes to banking, it's all about trust, and that's what you get with them. They've been around since 1998, and they've always made it clear they're here to give you a better banking experience with a focus on the local community. And you won't be dealing with some AI chatbot either. You'll get straight answers and quick decisions from real people that know you and your situation and are always ready to help. So, if you're tired of the big national banks, want something better, stop by and see my friends at North American Banking Company. Visit nabankco.com to learn more. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
All right, here it is. Are you ready for Viking verse? Let's see if it's appropriate for the Vikings, how they've been doing. I don't know. It's probably better than the Vikings are.
What do you think, Bob? You like your intro music?
Yeah, fine.
He goes, fine.
Just
Yeah,
like the Vikings,
fine.
it's acceptable.
Vikings
Well,
are not acceptable.
Bob, I don't know what to tell you. We've just
been
Well-
having this conversation. You just got to take you got to enjoy the game and not worry so much about the outcome, because the outcome statistically is almost always going to be bad. Right?
well,
that's
for only
one take.
only 65 years in a row for the Vikings.
Not Derek.
Well, here's how I look at it. If I am a Wilf who owns this team, I'm looking at it, and he has lost this team, or
Yes.
he's lost control of how to
Yes.
make this team a success. They are looking at finishing the season now with 9 losses in a row, because they're in shambles, and
Yeah.
that would be 11 of 12 losses to close the season. I fire Kwesi. I fire KOC. I don't care. He was coach of the year last year. He has proven his arrogance and ego are so out there. that he cannot do what's best for this team, which is no matter what quarterback is out there, you play to his strengths and you avoid his weaknesses. But he continues to be stubborn. He has a system and he's going to run it. And no matter who the quarterback is and no matter how bad it goes, he's too stubborn. And he needs – I'd fire both of them. And I would before I gave him the job, I would bring in Brian Flores and I would say, who is your offensive coordinator going to be? Will you make sure that many balls go to Justin Jefferson?
Yeah,
and will you play to the strength of what and weakness of whatever quarterback is in there? Because if you don't, you're not the right guy for this job. It's just as simple. Look at Chicago. Ben Johnson comes from Detroit. Caleb Williams is not a great quarterback, but he has tailored this offense around the good things he can do, and he takes advantage of that. And he also has one heck of a running game. And a lot of people think there's no way they could hold out and be the top seed. You put them in Green Bay, and I don't think they're going to have a lot of trouble because I go back to Bill Parcells when I covered the Giants, and he was the head coach. He talked about you got to have a running game in December and January because you will be on the road in many cities in the play. Back then it was Dallas or Dallas primarily. Philadelphia was there some, and Washington was good. The cities that were good played outdoors.
Yeah.
And that's what
right.
you have to do is you got to be prepared to play in cold weather. And no team is better prepared for cold weather than the Bears. So I think they could be very successful going forward. But he has done what's best for his team and looking at what his quarterback can do. This guy, Kevin O'Connell, I don't know what he's thinking.
I don't either. I mean, honest to God, Bob, is this, what's funny about that? And I don't know. I don't think it was intentional. It just happened.
What?
I don't even know his name. Let me just tell you, the head coach of the Minnesota Vikings, I have no idea what his name even is.
Well, Kevin O'Connell.
Kevin
new,
O'Connell.
right?
Well, he's been there a few years, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Didn't they replace
Fourth
him?
year.
Oh.
What?
Who would they replace? Wasn't
Mike
there
Zimmer.
was it the Twins that they replaced the coach of?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, the Twins.
That's
yes.
what I was thinking.
Manager,
of.
yeah.
The manager, yeah.
Yeah, O'Connell, though, has been there. I think this is his fourth season. Good first year, bad second year, good third year, crap show this year.
Yep.
Well, on more positive news, well, first off, D Hart, I saw your message. Thank you. And second off, everyone in the chat was talking about someone being a new grandfather.
Uh-oh.
Yeah?
Who is it?
I don't know.
Does it start with a D?
Is it you?
Is it you?
Mine is old news. It happened a week ago.
A
That's
whole
right.
week.
Yeah, but
Wow. It's your first grandchild. Are you
Well,
crazy?
It's my first grandchild, but as I've said to you guys and I've said many times, mid-30s, people were asking me if I'm a grandfather. So this is not,
Yes.
actually,
Yep.
I think I told you, Southdale Mall,
Yep.
lady shop, sitting there. Hey, can I help you? No, I'm waiting for those two. Oh, I'll let your daughter and granddaughter know you're waiting. So, I mean, again, it's been a long time.
Yeah.
I
Where
love
people
that.
have thought I was a grandfather.
I know, but
Yep.
isn't he the squishiest, cutest thing you ever saw?
Yeah, I mean, they're cute and squishy. No question about it. Well, you know what? What's interesting is somebody, my son-in-law's mom was the one, I think, who noted he looks like Bob. So, and then I have put my
Oh.
baby photo. I sent it to, I haven't posted it. But as babies, we do look a little similar. But
Yeah.
he'll grow out of that, hopefully.
Yeah, well, babies change their face a
They do.
lot in the first year or two.
Yeah.
Colin, as a baby, I think it was Colin who looked very much like my baby picture.
Yeah.
And now he doesn't really look anything like me.
What's what I
No.
mean? I'm the grandfather. Hey, the DNA in an Italian man is strong. It goes down generations.
Oh, here we go.
I'm telling you.
Here
I'm telling you.
we go.
Yes, I'm very thrilled to have. His name is Bowen. He was
Bowen?
8'6". That's a big kid. 8 pounds 6 ounces. Although Tom, what did you come in at?
11.
Oh my God.
I weighed 11 pounds.
He was tiny by comparison.
It was. Yeah, I weighed 11 pounds, and I think I don't know if anybody else in my family ever got that.
Were
big.
you overdue, or did you come on the due date or close?
I was just, I'd been
You were
doing a lot of lifting in my
monstrous.
mother's
Yeah.
womb.
Well, you-
I have a feeling that she had gestational diabetes and didn't know about
Oh,
it.
that's nice.
You
I
were
don't-
huge.
Okay,
That
at
was a huge
11,
baby.
11 pounds, she must have been like 3
That's
months
not
late.
normal.
Well,
3
I don't know.
months.
Yeah, that I don't know, but I was also
And she was
very
maybe-
tall, too.
Yeah, she was like 5'1", maybe.
She was 5'1", and I think
Yeah.
when I was born, I was like almost 3 feet tall.
She must have been.
God.
2
And
feet.
and she was smoking during the pregnancy, which
Yes.
should have shrunk you down. You're probably going to be a 15-pounder.
Oh, let me kill you.
That stunted his growth.
Stunted my growth in the womb.
Thank God she did that.
Thanks, Toots. Way to go, Toots. You're ruining my life. Typical.
Oh, that's funny.
Typical. That's all I have to say.
Oh, yes,
But,
it's
it's
really-
a great thing. It is a great thing.
So
And then,
For grandkids.
I was talking to Brittany last night, and
Britt.
she's something that I wish she hadn't said it because I can't get it out of my head. It's what, because I told, Sam has known this for a while, I want the kid to call me Ol Pappy, which I think it goes back to my Popeye days when I grew up as a kid with remember
Sure.
Old Pappy?
Old Pepe.
Pappy. Yep.
Ol Pappy. And she goes to me, so I guess, does that mean you're a gilf now? And I said, oh, that's what Grandma Mary's going to be, the gilf. Instead of calling a grandma, just call a gilf.
Gilf. There you go.
Oh,
The gilfer.
ick.
The
Oh, you
Gilfer.
call her Ick? Grandma Ick.
Very nice.
I think you'll find that what you get called by the baby is largely up to the baby.
Yeah.
Not this one. I've been saying Old Pappy into the womb since I heard she was
Oh,
pregnant.
Pepe.
Yeah, but Dad tried very hard to be. You wanted to be Pop, right?
Bop, bop.
Or Pawpaw or something like
Or
that.
paw,
but then-
paw. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And then, but Fawn couldn't pronounce it, so she said Bop Bop, and that just stuck forever and ever.
Yep. No,
Pop,
it's a bop
pop.
bop.
She went
Yep.
from pop, pop to bop, bop.
Well,
You can
so
try as hard as you want for a kid to, 1.5-year-old to say a word, but they're going to say
Yeah.
what they're going to say.
if I don't
Yeah,
hear
true.
Old Pappy, I'm gonna. I said Old Pappy. Old Pappy, Old Pappy, Old Pappy.
Oh, I just can't wait till all this tough talk.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Yep. I'm going to be tough with that little
All
baby,
this
the
tough
newborn.
talk. It's pretty
Just
much.
give me an hour with the
You're
kid.
going to be spoiling the crap out of him.
Yep.
Well, it is, and the good thing is they had some complications. So she was there from Monday night
Yeah.
till Saturday. And, they both had little things, but they're both fine now. So it's great.
Monday to Saturday?
Yeah, they went in Monday
Wow.
night, and she was in 41 hours of labor.
Oh,
the
yeah,
poor
that's
thing.
Yuck.
That's
Yeah.
not fair.
Man.
Oh.
That is not fair.
She wanted to go natural. And,
Yeah. Well, the first time's always the roughest, or often is the roughest. So there
well,
is that.
I will give kudos because the issues that she had, most hospitals would not have checked for, but she went to the
Oh.
mother and baby center at Abbott Northwestern. And I'm thinking, oh my God, this place is like an hour away. You couldn't go to Buffalo or someplace close.
Yeah.
But most hospitals they do a great job. It's terrific. So, I mean, they made sure there were no issues for her and the baby, and they did
Good.
testing that would not have been done in many hospitals. Not a knock on other hospitals. They're just not, they don't have an entire wing or entire hospital for babies. And that's what they pride themselves on.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you need something with a NICU and all that stuff if anything goes
Yes.
wrong.
Just
they
in
have-
case. You never know.
You
And for
never do
people
know.
having babies or with family members, a nurse told us that they went to a conference or symposium, and they went to Honolulu for it. Tough run, but
Yeah, too bad.
the stuff that they were telling them that needs to be done, they already were doing. They're already on whatever the cutting edge is of delivering babies and caring for mothers and babies. They're there already. But we're also lucky because all of my kids, 4 of the 5 were born at Fairview Southdale, and the other one was born at Methodist because our doctor had switched his whatever group he was with, and then we had great experiences at both places. Most hospitals are great at it.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Andy
Yep.
and Alex were both born at Methodist, and now I hear it's not so great.
No, that
Really?
was
Yeah.
almost 40 years ago.
Yeah,
so
I guess they're not what they used to be.
Oh,
that's
that's
what
too
I've been
bad.
hearing. I don't
They're
know.
known
Yeah.
for heart issues, right? That's what they had been known for.
I think so, but their obstetrics were really, really good. and their doctors were great, but I just have not been hearing good things about it.
Well, we, my wife Mary, who obviously you all know, she was having
What?
shoulder
Ooh.
pain, but she was having like her shoulder was bugging her, and I wanted to take her to the emergency room on Friday, and she said first she had this. That's all right. We had to go to Wausau for a funeral, and I found out in Wausau that not only was her shoulder bugging her, it was irradiating down her left arm.
Oh,
So I
which
said,
is
we're going to the hospital.
Yeah, heart.
So, of course,
Yeah.
we're dealing with, 9.5 hours in the truck because of the snowstorm, because we had to go slow. But we took her there. I've never thought I've had a great hospital experience in an ER before. This doctor was unbelievable. He ordered a CAT scan, a CT scan. They eat several EKGs, and they did like a scan of her abdomen and blood work. And when it came back, I think a lot of it might have been stress, but she didn't have to worry about any masses in her brain. No heart, her heart is fine.
Wow.
And they were able to rule out cancer too in many issues because of the blood work that they did. But this guy, his name was Dr. Steinberg, and I'll give him kudos. He did a great job, and the nurses were great.
Where was this?
At Buffalo Hospital.
Oh, okay.
He was incredible. Most aren't as thorough as he was.
Yeah, I had that sort of experience after I got my gallbladder out. I was like in severe pain a couple of days later. I went to the ER and I was like, hey, I got this pain in this area after I got my gallbladder out. And pit crews in like NASCAR, it was like that.
Really?
They were like, okay, you're getting like 3 different scans and a bunch of blood work. Because you get pain in a surgical site 2 days later. They worry about like there could be bile leakage into the abdomen. There could be clots. And they're like, okay, we're going to get you taken care of.
But not all of them will. Some will.
No,
like, we're lucky that they did, but some won't. I
that's
mean,
the
this
thing.
guy was incredibly thorough and very thankful for that. And at some point, I would like to give you my pet peeve of the year.
Of the
Whatever
year.
point you'd like.
Feel free.
Still got a whole month left.
Well, this is something that I've been complaining about. I hate when I go into restaurants and they charge you that 3% or whatever it is, 4% if you use your credit card.
Yep.
Because when they set their prices originally, they already allowed for that charge. Plus, did you know, you probably do, Tom, you've been involved with restaurants, that restaurants can write off that 3% or whatever it is at the end with their taxes. But here's the thing that really gnaws at me. Did you know that it is illegal in basically every state? There could be fines, and there never is, and penalties. You cannot charge that on a debit card. That's illegal. And every restaurant does it that does credit cards. And I have started complaining about it. I got
Really?
2 restaurants to waive it. One restaurant, which did waive it, it's one I go to a lot. They get the POS machines, point of sale machines.
Right.
Here's what the guy told them. No, you don't have to give them the discount. Tell them to call their bank and let the bank refund them the debit card. No bank's going to do that. They have no way of knowing that's what happened. But I've already talked to noted attorney Michael Bryant, who is going to put me in touch with the consumer fraud attorneys, and I want to go after this. And it's not just me; everybody's paying the price for it. And I think it's garbage that they're taking the money. And you know what? I'd say I don't blame the restaurants. I blame the people selling these machines, because they're the ones telling them, hey, look all the money you can make. Restaurants are making thousands a month on this, that they have decent volume by charging for a fee they should not be allowed to charge. But a lot of them don't know it because they're being told it's legal.
Yep.
Anyway, I'm off the
So
soapbox.
Major XTC in the chat says, is it restaurants or is it every business that takes online payments? It's online businesses don't really seem to do that.
No,
I find
well,
that
they don't tell you they
mostly
do.
Well, yeah, I suppose maybe you don't know.
Well,
but
I've noticed if you want tip money to, go on a credit card, that they'll charge you a credit card fee for giving you cash back to give a tip.
well, cashback always has a fee.
God.
I'm pretty sure.
I know, but
Because it's a cash advance if it's a credit card. With a debit card, there should be no fee to get cash back, but with a credit card, there's going to be.
Well, somebody's posted that they have to be upfront about the fees. Yeah, they can't be upfront, though, about the debit fees because it's illegal. They have to be upfront about the credit card fee.
They don't want you to know about the debit card fees.
No, because it's not a credit card. It's a debit card.
Right.
It's coming right out of your checking account. And that's the part of it that's wrong. And it's, I need little causes. This is my little cause.
Nothing wrong with that.
It bothers me. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to tell, I haven't done this yet, but I'm going to try it at a restaurant. Now, I know you're a really good tipper. I tip between 20 and 25 and sometimes 30%, right, of the bill.
That's good. That's very good.
I'm going to tell someone who's not a great server that, you know what? I normally would give you 20 to 25 or 30, but tell your manager, I'm just giving 15% because I'm taking back that 3 or 4% you're taking from me.
Yeah.
And I know it's hurting you, but
Yep.
you need to get your management to understand it's illegal what you're doing.
Yeah.
And it's wrong for them to do it on credit cards too.
Yep.
So
No, I do agree. You got 10 more minutes, Bob?
yeah, I'll calm down. Yeah.
20 more minutes.
No. I just want to know if you have 10 more minutes, right?
Yeah,
Go to
yeah,
break here and then come
Did
back
we,
and wrap things up.
Did we do the Bradshaw and Bryant promo when you came on? I don't remember.
Yeah. We mentioned it a
Brought
couple
to you
of
by
times.
Bradshaw and Bryant and all that sort of stuff.
Bob Sansevere brought to you by, what was he, the greatest guy ever born? Is that what you said?
He's always seeking justice for the injured at MinnesotaPersonalInjury.com.
Oh, there
Whatever his
you
name
go.
is. I don't know.
I love it. Works for me. We'll be right back.
I'm talking with my friends Michael Bilski and Brad Huckle of North American Banking Company. Guys, business owners have had to deal with a lot over the last few years, haven't they?
They sure have, Tommy. We pride ourselves on being able to help our customers with the challenges they face.
Our business bankers are experts and are always ready to help our customers capitalize on opportunities and solve problems.
Loan decisions come quickly because they're made here in the Twin Cities and not shipped out of state like at some of the national banks in town.
This allows our customers to expand their businesses with confidence, knowing that they have our team of experts in their corner.
Okay, so now you give me this big thing at the end. Way to go.
Well, you are the professional.
Oh, I forgot.
Look, I know Brad and Mike, and I trust them with my banking. They've personally delivered on everything they've just said, so why not bank with my banker? North American Banking Company, a better banking experience, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Can't get enough Tom Bernard podcast? Looking for a vessel to contain your beverages, perhaps a hat or a hoodie to keep you warm in the cold months and looking cool in the warm months. We even got luggage with our logo on it so you can show people overseas what they're missing out on. If any of this sounds like your kind of thing, simply head over to tombernardpodcast.com, click on the merch button, and shop away. We're back. Bob Sansevere with us. So what else? What else, Pally?
Well, I mean, it's really the dominating story. The Gophers, nobody cares. He'll wind up getting, it's going to be interesting. He'll get another contract extension for making the, the dopey ass poll or whatever they'll call it.
Exactly.
But the Vikings, though, to me, this is a big problem. And I would be very concerned if I'm the Wilfs because take a look around the league. Certain teams are getting better each week.
Yep.
They're getting worse each week.
Every week.
And why would you, if you're Kevin O'Connell, or they kept quoting like unnamed Viking front office officials, oh, he could be the next Brock Purdy, talking about Brosmer. Why would you do that to this kid? They had to know what they had, which is not much of anything. And they had no offensive line. And I put that on the coach and the GM because they had to know Christian Darrisaw would not be able to start the season or be 100%, which he hasn't been all year because of the knee surgery or an injury he had. They did nothing to shore up that line and have good backups.
Yep.
There's no position more important for backups than your offensive line, and they botched it.
I got to be honest with you, Bob. This might be the worst Vikings team I've ever watched.
No, you watched the 1984
Yeah,
team.
you've seen
Well, that's
it.
true. Yeah, that's true.
So that this
he
could
had
be
the facts right
How
there for
soon
me.
we forget.
We're just talking about like 30, 40-point blowouts on the Vikings. It's
Yeah.
they've been worse.
Flores has kept it, has kept them relatively close. He's had some clunker games, but the other thing that's alarming to me is Adam Thielen. If things were good, even though the team's record isn't bad, it's his last year. They gave up a 4th-round pick for him, which is not like a throwaway, late round pick. That's a decent pick. And he did nothing for him because they didn't have him do anything for them. Even when Jordan Addison was out, he wasn't lighting it up with receptions. So to let him go, I think he just wants to get away from this mess.
Yeah, it seems like it.
there's teams, certainly there's playoff caliber teams that would certainly look at him, but I don't think he's not going to go in anywhere and be the star of the team. I don't know what he's thinking. That you're looking at him, he'd be a third or fourth receiver. I'm trying to go around in my head the teams that really have an issue and need receivers. I mean, the New England Patriots throw guys out there and they all seem to do well.
Right.
So I don't know where he's going to wind up, but I hope he does. He's not a nice guy. He'll be in their Ring of Honor soon. So I hope it works out for him. But this is another indication that this Kwesi Adolfo-Mensah stinks as a GM.
I agree. It's absolutely terrible. I mean, I don't understand the Twins. I don't understand the Vikings. I don't know anything about hockey. Like I said, I grew up in North Minneapolis. There was I think one pond in the entire neighborhood over at North Commons. But I just, how can all the teams be this horrible?
Well, the Timberwolves potentially could be good.
Yeah.
Could be, yes.
They're
you
doing
got
all right.
you have your women's teams that are good.
Yeah, the women's teams are good. Exactly.
They
The
are.
hockey team's
I
good.
know,
They
it's
are.
true.
But
Yep.
it's a this is really something. If you are the Wilfs, I thought a few weeks ago that I have a thought for a while. Kwesi's first draft he completely botched. He
Yep.
had where he was sitting, he could have drafted Kyle Hamilton, who's become an All-Pro safety. Made the trade to go down in the first round. The Baltimore Ravens moved to that spot and took Kyle Hamilton, where he's become an All-Pro. They
Yep.
picked another safety, Lewis Seen, who you haven't seen.
I like that. That's good.
Because he's become, he's a nobody, and he just whiffs on draft picks.
God.
Which is, horrible. And the coach, again, too arrogant. He just doesn't adapt to what he has. And there are coaches, Denny was like that too. You had to run his system.
Yep.
Now, some quarterbacks, Kirk Cousins was able to run his system. So was Sam Darnold. And I think Darnold, people, look what he did, quarterback. Look at every quarterback he's had. Who has he whispered to? Darnold, I think, came where he matured, and he also had talent around him for the first time. But you go through. I made a quick list yesterday. Joshua Dobbs came in first game great. Well, then he made him try to adhere to his system, and he fell apart because he's a running quarterback. And
Yes.
he took that away from him.
Yep.
What did Nick Mullins was horrible. He never made him better. Jaron Hall, well, he was horrible. Wentz, he didn't make him any better. He didn't protect him. But he had Sam Howell and Brett Rippon and got rid of both of them. If you truly are a quarterback whisperer, you should be able to take guys like that and take them to the next level. Sam Howell's biggest problem when he was in Washington is he threw a ton of interceptions, but he also put up a lot of yardage. So work with a guy like that. And how did you think everyone who watches the games could see that J.J. McCarthy has horrible mechanics?
Yes.
What did you do all last year with him? And to work, he could have been done doing classroom work. He's just reverting to what he's always done.
Yep.
And I
Charlie-
still think he has a chance.
Charlie emailed in a photo of who he thinks we should recruit. Uncle Rico from Napoleon Dynamite.
Well, Uncle Rico knows how to play quarterback.
Yeah, that's right.
This guy
There
supposedly
he
did.
is, right?
At least it would be fun to watch.
But okay, keep in mind, KOC, if he's so great, why didn't he beat out Tom Brady with the Patriots?
Yeah,
He's such a
think
great
about it.
quarterback.
God, that Tom Brady thing is unbelievable. Looking at that, there was just a top 20 ratings in the history of the NFL. Was on the NFL channel or one of them yesterday. Tom Brady's by far number one, the greatest
Okay.
football player of all time.
He ain't bad. Now, somebody just
No,
posted
true.
the list of QBs Bob just read are not NFL level QBs. Not a single one of them are any good. I don't disagree, but he brought them in.
Yes. Yep.
These were his choices to bring in.
Yep.
So what happened? He couldn't make them any better. So, am I
It's
boring you
really
there, Kathryn?
unfortunate.
No, just Vikings. I'm with you. Fire them all.
It is time to go.
Get rid of them.
He's had, 3 years, Bob, or 4 years?
Well, this
over.
is his fourth year.
This is his fourth year.
Now,
I thought.
the fact that he was coach of the year, well, so was Matt Nagy and
Yeah.
Brian Dable were coach of the year. And look what happened to those guys. They fell apart. Well, he gives it, it's
True.
falling apart. And unless, where are they going to find a quarterback? This is a really bad draft for quarterbacks. You don't want to do this to Justin Jefferson again. And by the
No.
way, to me, it's a fireable offense, no matter who's out there, that you didn't tell your quarterback, get the ball to Jefferson more than twice
Well,
in the
yeah.
game for 4 yards total. One was 8, the other one was -4. Look what happened when Joe Flacco went in Cleveland, or excuse me, in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
He threw the ball more than 20 times to Jamar Chase, who made 15 receptions or 16 receptions. You get the ball to him and let him make things happen. If nothing, you put him in the flat, you do slants, line up a tight end next to him to block for him when he's going downfield after he makes the catch. He will make things happen. And you know there's nobody more frustrated than this guy, seeing his career falling apart.
I'd vote for Bob to be next coach.
Yes, Bob
Head
Sansevere for the
No.
head coach.
I want to be the GM because then I would tell the coach how to do it. No more KOC. You're not calling plays anymore because you're doing a crap job of that too.
Yep.
They see the guys all like him. Like Brian, this Brian O'Neill. What was one of his big, the right tackle, big complaints was with Zimmer. He didn't say hello in the morning. He wasn't like sociable. Well, you got a guy now who's very sociable and he's killing you.
Exactly.
He's murdering you guys. How do they say it in the myrtleize them?
Moidalized.
Yeah.
Moidalized.
Moidalized. Anyway.
All right.
I've given them all they can do. You fire these two because nobody else is going to hire Brian Flores because of the lawsuit but this is the team. He's here. I think he'd be a tough head coach, but he's got to have the right coordinator.
Yeah, it's a good point. That's a
You
very
get the right
good point.
coordinator, and you're going to be fine.
All right, Sandy, we'll talk to you next week.
Oh yeah, Ashua. That's right.
Ashua.
All right.
Thanks, Pally.
You kids take care.
Bye, Grandpa.
Bye,
Old Pappy. Bye, Old Pappy.
Old Pappy's signing off.
Bob Sansevere, ladies and gentlemen, take a break, be right back, and say goodbye right after this.
For Brad, John Bryant, Michael Bryant. Michael, what's up?
Dealing with another case where a person gave a statement to the adjuster because they thought the person was really friendly.
Is that a good idea?
Well, the problem is they know the law when they call you up. And while you're trying to be fair and you're trying to get help, the reality is there are questions you get asked that the way you answer them make a big difference. And people put themselves in trouble. And when they aren't in trouble, they didn't do anything wrong. But suddenly the adjuster's got a statement that can blow up their case completely.
What has caused people to be so untrustworthy, I guess is the best way I could put it? They take advantage.
Well, insurance companies have hired adjusters whose job it is to deal with unrepresented people. So they're supposed to kind of lure them in, call them every day, see how they're doing. And people are like, oh, I'm doing pretty good. Where the reality is they've kind of adjusted to their problem that they've got going on. So it's not that they're completely better, but the way they say it gets to be a problem. And that's why having somebody who can explain your rights, represent you, make sure that you understand the law before you give a statement can make a big difference in your case.
Michael Bryant, Bradshaw and Bryant.
You're listening to me. You're listening, to our customers. That's very big. Your customers are listening to me, the whole deal. And they'll hear me promote your business. The Tom Bernard podcast attracts thousands of listeners who are loyal, engaged, and ready to support businesses they trust. Our podcast has helped numerous businesses increase traffic, sales, and brand recognition. We're not just about ads, we're about results. Whether it's a local business, remember, you are a local business. Works for me. A national brand also. We offer custom advertising packages designed to fit your unique needs and goals. Our audience spans multiple demographics, allowing you to target your ideal customers with precision, from millennials to baby boomers and everyone in between. With the broad reach of the show, passionate following, your business will see increased visibility and awareness, translating into more customers and sales.
Boy, how many people are running for governor in
Oh, yeah.
Minnesota? About 100?
I think about 100.
I think
yeah.
about 100 people are trying to be governor next year. Is it next year or 2 years? When is the next governor
think it's
race?
next year, isn't it? I
in
thought
Minnesota?
I thought it was even numbered years, but what do I know? I don't know.
So there's this attorney, Chris.
2026?
2026, okay.
11 months from now.
Yeah, the newest person is Chris Maddle, who is an attorney who we used and did not have a good outcome.
Yeah, that's true.
We really
So for
didn't.
DFL, only one has declared. That would be Tim Walz, obviously.
Yeah.
and then someone named Bill Gates Jr., who I don't think is actually the son of Bill Gates.
I don't think it's Bill
He
Gates
just happens
Jr.
to be named Bill Gates Jr. He has filed the paperwork.
There you go.
But then for Republicans, we have a lot of declarations.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Lisa DeMuth, Scott Jensen, obviously, Brad Kohler, Jeff Johnson, Patrick Knight, Phil Farish, Kendall Qualls, Kristen Robbins, and Chris Madel, or possibly Madel.
Maddle, I think it goes.
Madel?
Yeah.
Who the hell knows? And then Mike Lindell has expressed interest. Good luck to him becoming
why would
governor
he
of
want-
Minnesota.
Yeah.
Mike Lindell.
I wonder if this will be the time where they don't have a trifecta in the DFL. I don't know.
Don't know. Minnesota is just entrenching itself more and more in extremism.
I think that even if you're a lifelong DFL person, to see this massive amount of fraud and cover up has got to make you think, maybe we could do better.
Well, it's just like nothing has gotten better in Minnesota for anyone for 10 years now? Everything is constantly getting worse. Something has to change, you would think.
Someone pointed out that the Duluth newspaper has never, not once, reported on any of this fraud.
Really?
In the state of Duluth. I mean the city of Duluth.
I was going to say. Yeah.
It kind of is a different state up there.
Yeah, it kind of is.
It kind of
true,
feels like
yeah.
you're going to Canada a little
Like
bit
5
when you go up to
different states.
Duluth.
Northern half of Minnesota kind of should be its own state, honestly.
But I mean, if we don't have an informed public, how do you have an informed vote?
You don't.
I mean,
That's the idea.
I mean, even if you're the shittiest, most lazy journalist in the world, you'd think that every once in a while you'd have to throw something out there that's
Right.
factual,
Yep.
rather than just a DFL, newsletter, which is what they've been doing for years and years and years. Even the Star Tribune is actually covering a lot of this stuff.
Oh, yeah?
They try to temper it with but Trump is doing this.
Yeah, they do.
Oh,
yeah.
Trump did that. Trump did that. All that kind of stuff. But it's like this is pretty dang egregious what's going on.
Yes, it is.
Yes, and for any newspaper in any city that has a population over 5,000 people, they should be ashamed of themselves if they're not reporting on it.
$1 billion that went to Somalia.
At least.
At least. Yes,
At
at least.
least.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't doubt it at all.
Oh, what do you? So, I mean, what does Tim Walz get out of that? I don't understand. He gets the Somali vote in Minnesota.
Absolutely,
That's what it is.
Absolutely. You saw
There you
Mayor
go.
Fry kissing ass from here to Sunday on the Somali community because he knows it's a huge voting bloc,
It is.
and they all vote.
Really.
You get 100,000 people. That's
Yeah.
a lot of people.
Because, most people don't vote.
No, they don't. Yeah, that's.
I wonder,
true.
what is the turnout of gubernatorial elections? I wonder.
It's much smaller than you would think.
Then it all depends on who's running too, because if it's nobody exciting, not anywhere near as many people vote.
Yes.
Let's see, 61% in 2022, which is actually...
Minnesota has a high voter turnout.
Well, we
it
do,
does.
yep.
Most places don't.
But that still means over a third of people just don't vote for governor. They just don't care.
Absolutely.
So you don't need to get half of the state. You need to get half of the people who vote.
Well, when Jesse Ventura was running for governor and he was promising that he was going to give people money, remember, he was going to give people the surplus back, which I think he did give some people money back. They did get a couple $100 or something, or $1,200, something like whatever he gave them back. He had a huge turnout because he was going to give them stuff.
Yep.
And also it was like, I don't know, Minnesota seems to really like odd politics.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
They just love an odd
Yep.
ball politician. I don't understand it, but that's just kind of what they like. I mean, professional wrestler, of course he should be governor.
Why not?
Yeah. There you go.
I mean, but people still loved him because they got a refund. They got a rebate of some kind.
Well, that's what it's all about. How
Doesn't-
much can you give me?
It doesn't take a lot
More me
to
now.
get people to vote for you.
No, it
It's
doesn't.
true. All right, Andrew, is that going to do it?
I think so. Can't really think of anything noteworthy to talk about. I mean, guess we never really talked that much about what we did on Thanksgiving, but I don't know. Everyone does the same thing. They go to someone's house and they eat a bunch of food.
Yeah, that's pretty much true.
That's
the
Thanksgiving
deal.
for you.
We've gone out to dinner in the last couple of years because last year my brother and his wife and his son were here. They were going on some
Oh,
cruise,
that's
so they
right.
stopped here and we went to the restaurant, and she handed out the menus and didn't say anything about Thanksgiving, and we're like, oh my gosh, don't they have Thanksgiving dinner here? I mean, I thought on the website it said something about Thanksgiving dinner, and Trace, my nephew, was just, oh, well, okay, I'll just order off the menu. He was so disappointed. And then when she came back, I said, you have a Thanksgiving dinner on the menu tonight, don't you? She says, oh, yeah, we do. He lit up like a Christmas tree.
He did.
He was so
Yep.
happy. I will never forget that as long as I live. He almost didn't
When
get
was
to
this?
have last
year.
year when they came in.
They were on
Oh,
some
right.
cruise or something.
Yeah, they were going on a cruise, but they stopped here for a couple of days up in West Palm and had Thanksgiving with us, and it was just the greatest thing to see his face
Yep.
light up because he got to have a Thanksgiving dinner.
It's true. All right, we will talk to you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.
Got a picture in my pocket reminds me of this rose before. Every time I hear the sing, reminds me how you talking